It was cold. All I had on was a white t-shirt, a blazer, a black skirt, a tie, white socks, and black shoes, also known as my school uniform. I was in there for hours, crying in fear. Eventually, he came back to the shed. He had the knife in his hand. He came towards me with the knife, it looking like he was going to stab me, until I plucked up every bit of courage I had and said, "Wait! If you don't kill me, I'll pretend to be your daughter." He froze, then he stood up and put the knife down, and he sat next to me. "What's your name?" he asked. "Rose Finnegan," I said, shaky. "If you'll pretend to be my daughter, we're going to have to change a few things," he said. "What's your name?" I asked. "Derek Jaced," he said. I wasn't sure what to believe, but I felt slightly less afraid. "We'll need to change your name," he said. "From now on, your name is Amy Jaced." I nodded and felt worried when I looked into his eyes. He stood up and he said, "Wait here." Then he left. I still had fear, but as well as being scared, I felt confused. He returned 10 minutes later with a filled black bag. He sat down and started emptying the bag. It had clothes, hair dye, nail varnish, a pair of scissors, shoes, socks, makeup, very strong perfume, a towel, and contacts. I didn't say anything. I just watched him empty the bag. He told me to change my clothes. Then he put the uniform in the bag. I did what he said. He then told me to take off my shoes and socks and he told me to put them on. "Turn around," he said. I wasn't sure what he was going to do, but I listened to him. He took out his scissors and started cutting my hair. My hair was originally down to my knees, but he shortened it down to my shoulders. I could feel my hair just coming down on the floor, on my lap and on my shoulder. When he was finished, to be honest, I didn't really mind it because I kind of liked my short hair. The next thing he did was dye my hair brown. My hair was originally blonde, but he completely dyed it brown. There wasn't a speck of blonde anywhere. When he finished, I didn't really like it, but my fear was slowly thinning. When he finished, he wrapped the towel around my neck and said, "Leave it to dry." Then he took out the contacts and told me to put them in. The contacts were made to make my eyes look brown. My eyes were originally blue. I did what he said, even though I struggled to get them in. He then took out the nail varnish and painted my nails black. He handed me the makeup and told me to put it on. I wasn't good at putting it on, which made sense because I didn't know half the makeup was. Finally, he handed me the perfume and told me to douse myself with it. He got up, took the bag, and left, but before he did leave, he handed me a mirror and said, "Play with it."